shouting distance of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football on the lakeside here at Cleveland Browns Stadium. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Indianapolis Colts taking on the Cleveland Browns. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on the opening kickoff. It'll come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Colts, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43.
Pat the street! Pat the street!
And Chubb will try the middle here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
At the Colts 44-yard line.
Dragon 60! Ready?
To throw, Huntley. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. You look at this Colt defense. They were terrific last week against Buffalo in that victory.
And all defensive teams that I know talk about creating turnovers. Takeaways, they call them. And anytime you can get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really, really good performance. They exceeded that number in a big way.
3rd down. Here's Huntley now. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kelvin Joseph. And the Colts are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now for the Browns, a nickel set here on 3rd down. They'll try and run for the 1st with Taylor. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up 1st downs.
A gain of 11 that time and a Colts 1st down. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Lets one go downfield for Pierce. Touchdown! Alec Pierce, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
The Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On second down, here's Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First time they've hooked up here. Good for 17 and a first down. Give the Chubb out of the gun, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. The Browns at 7-3 now on the year, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking to get it to Jarvis Landry that time, and it'll bring up third down. You look at this Colt defense against the pass, just numbers that they haven't liked. Number 30 in the league right now.
You know, when actors get ready for a scene, they often ask the question, what's my motivation? But what's the motivation of this group? What's their mindset? What's the problem that they have? Will they create an identity that allows them to get better?
Blake Gillikin on to punt now on fourth down.
Blake Gillikin in punt formation.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they come into this one riding that nice long win streak. And remember, next weekend is an open week for them. So if they can get the win here, a lot of momentum into that time off.
It certainly is. And if you're wondering if anybody's saying, boy, this is coming at a bad time, we want to keep playing, the answer can be yes. Because when teams are on a hot streak, they want to keep going. But what the veterans are telling the young guys in the locker room, an open week is always good, guys. Take it, and let's go with it.
Richardson going to move him around. Second down, another run with Taylor. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And they'll run the option on 3rd and short yardage. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. That winds ends up being a 4-yard loss and leads to 4th down. Well, so much for that possession.
Yeah, I think he tried to do a little too much there, partner. He tried to keep it himself. Ended up getting buried in the backfield, and that brings up 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5.
18 Randall, 18 Randall, 7 Tyler, 7 Tyler, come 19, come 19.
They throw it out right complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
Mission accomplished on that throw. Slant, pick up the first. I like how he just put it on the receiver and didn't lead him on that one.
Happened quickly. Defense, not much they could do.
Pass to 60, pass to 60.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ready?
Now Richardson back to throw it. And he's got Cooper on the out route. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a 1st.
19 right. Dragon 60.
Richardson looking to throw. Now this will be swung out wide for Taylor. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Well, they use him a lot out of the backfield. He had 5 catches a week ago, and he makes another catch here for good yardage.
Luka 19, 19, Tiger 19.
On 2nd down, it's Taylor. And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10. Now it's Richardson. Throwing over, and it's Taylor on the out route that completes it. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. So they'll get nothing out of that play. And it'll be 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Colts are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Let's go. 70 Timberwolves.
They'll run here with Taylor. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
At the 9-yard line.
Trap goal 80. Trap 50, trap 60, top low 18.
Richardson. Touchdown, Colts. Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Colts have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From his end zone, Isaiah McKenzie. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Here's Chubb on the read option. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. And he lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Richardson's throw into the hands of Fant. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Richardson to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Now Richardson. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag. So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call.
7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Come 19, come 19.
Richardson looking to throw this. Going up top. And this is caught. Touchdown. Anthony Schwartz, 45 yards. And the Colts will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
Go, Scott.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Big Lion.
I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers, and if the back hits it fast enough, there shouldn't be space to run.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. Shifts past him at the 45. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 52 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Richardson going to change the play here. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On the counter, it's Taylor. And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
On third down, here's Taylor. They find some open field here. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
So far this season, this is an offense that's proved its ability to move the football. I mean, they're in the top 5 in the NFL in picking up first downs, and they get the conversion here. And I think a lot of that is due to how they win on first and second down, because that leaves them 3rd and short, 3rd and manageable. A lot easier to pick them up then, isn't it?
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Or they run the option on second down. It's going to be a gain of 6 on the keeper, but it leads to a 3rd down. Now, that's what he can do, when he keeps the football. It's not a huge gain, but it shows how hard it can be to stop him.
Yeah, and I thought the defense had that one pretty well contained, and in fact, they probably came up and felt pretty good about what they did. Then they looked up and realized he still got good yardage out of it. He's a tough guy to stop.
And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Back to Taylor on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
A give for Taylor running right side. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Well, they picked up right where they left off in the 1st half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3.
In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And he will get back to at least cover this. Certainly a sigh of relief there. But his offense is going to be set up deep in their own territory now.
I didn't do this in college, but I did it in high school. When you return kicks and you lose it yourself, the panic that goes through you and the determination to get the ball back, I don't even know how to describe it. And I think we just saw an example there.
Yeah, and the relief when you get it back like he did.
Yeah, you go to the sidelines, you know you're going to get yelled at, but you can handle it because you got the ball back.
2nd down and 6 now.
Dragon 60.
Out of the gun, Huntley. That's into a crowd and intercepted. How about this? And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Running left, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Richardson going to shift things up. Oh, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Josh Downs, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the Colts are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Gain is up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And he'll be brought down by the Colts. And that'll bring up 4th down on the big sack with a loss of 5.
He already did his primary job with an interception earlier, but here he gets a chance to be a pass rusher and takes on the challenge of blitzing and makes another big play. That's something to file away and maybe break out later in this one or in a future game.
4th down, Huntley. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Juju Brents. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Up the middle, here's Taylor. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long?
18, Pioneer.
Downs going in motion right.
Panther 60, Panther 60. Rig alert.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
Richardson will keep it once again. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Gay's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here we go.
The Browns drive about to get started. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. A solid stiff arm. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now, 4th quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
19 tight, 19 tight.
2nd down and inches. Quick slant, that's caught by the 5'11" Landry. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Here we go, here we go.
That's good for the Browns. 1st down. First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
70 Timberwolves. Go.
Up the middle, it's Chubb. Oh, good move. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down, fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown. But they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Now the Browns offense will stay on the field as they'll go for 2 here.
Viking 18.
Here's Chubb to try to run it in. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. Able to push his way through. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair.
Ready? Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Running straight ahead, Taylor. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead, positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
At the 43-yard line.
79 Broncos.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 109 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
Now it's Hines. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they are powering through, and they're controlling this game.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Okay, break.
The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here. So this one winds up in Indianapolis.